Cut to a B-roll of people shopping, paying bills, and sitting down to look at their finances with a stressed expression. Host voiceover. Let's face it, understanding money is more important than ever. Whether you're just starting your career, paying off student loans, or planning for retirement, you need to know how to make smart financial decisions. But here's the thing, you don't have to be an expert to take control of your financial future. Cut back to the host at the desk. Host, think about it this way. Financial literacy is like learning how to ride a bike. At first, it might seem overwhelming, but once you get the basics down, you can go anywhere. So, let's get into these essential financial literacy tips that will help you ride smoothly towards your financial goals. Scene 2. Tip number 1. Budgeting. Your financial blueprint. Be a role of someone filling out a budget on paper, using an app, and making calculations. Host voiceover. Tip number 1. Budgeting. Think of budgeting as the blueprint for your financial life. If you don't have a plan for your money, it's like driving without a map. You'll end up lost and confused. Cut to host writing on a whiteboard. Income, expenses equals savings. Host. Start by tracking your income and expenses. Know how much you're bringing in versus how much is going out. I know, it can be eye-opening to see where your money is going, but it's the first step toward financial freedom. Once you know where you stand, you can adjust your spending and make sure you're saving for the future. Host looks directly at the camera. Host. If you're thinking, but how do I actually make a budget that works for me? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Check out the free budgeting templates in the description below. Scene 3. Tip number 2. Building an emergency fund. B-roll of someone putting money into a piggy bank and a shot of an emergency car repair receipt. Host voiceover. Tip number 2. Build an emergency fund. Life happens, from unexpected car repairs to sudden medical bills. Having an emergency fund is like having a safety net to catch you when things go wrong. Cut to host sitting with a calculator, writing down savings goals. Host. Start small. Aim for $500. Then work your way up to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It might seem like a lot, but every little bit counts. It's all about consistency. Scene 4. Tip number 3. Understand credit and debt. B-roll of credit card statements and someone using a credit card online. Host voiceover. Tip number 3. Understand credit and debt. This one's huge. Debt can either work for you or against you. The key is knowing the difference. Cut back to the host with a visual of a credit score chart on screen. Host. Your credit score is a reflection of how you manage your debt. A good score can get you better loans and lower interest rates, while a bad score could cost you thousands. If you're in debt, focus on paying off high-interest debt first, like credit cards. Then tackle student loans or personal loans.